Charles. I'm ready to start sewing again. So I just took some time to, now on the bottom of the dress, to place pins everywhere that I'm going to add more lights. So even if I had all the time in the world, the issue with the tulle and the applique is there's only so many places I can hide things. And of course, I'm very conscious of the weight. Not that I don't mind having a heavy dress, but just the weight of a lipo battery and a lily pad is just a lot going on to put in this delicate tulle. In the bodice, it's just more supported and hidden and, you know. So I will be adding 23 coin cell battery packs and connecting them to like about 3 lights. I probably have enough lily twinkles. I could do that, but same thing, you know, there's just not a lot of space to hide things. And so this reminds me of another dress that I was like, oh, I'll be right down. I just have to put in my 53 batteries. Is not ideal. Everybody just wants a dress you turn on one little switch. But that's not completely the reality. Also, just to acknowledge briefly, don't have a pity party for me, but this room is not big enough. And it's because I'm sequestering and hiding this dress. I have a big basement, but there's other stuff in there. And this is the room I thought I could get a carpet and protect, but my mannequin, at least I have a mannequin, but she keeps falling into the completely unfinished basement wall with my white dress hitting it. And it's not balanced. And you know, I've had this mannequin forever. This has always been the problem. But I'm just pointing it out because like now when it really matters for me to make this dress and I have less than a week, I really wish I could count on that thing. So I wish it was heavier. I wish it was attached. I wish it was centered. I realized the styrofoam totally broke from another time that it fell because it was imbalanced. So then this morning I went to sit to try to figure this stuff out and the fan hit me in the head. So I actually don't know if I am going to be sewing 23 of these or like 50. So it's just, you know, I watch Project Runway and they have that beautiful sewing room and they have like 5 tables just for them. And ooh, like I had to take this table down just to set up the mannequin. You know, tough life. All that matters is I'm marrying an amazing man, and no matter what I do to this dress, everybody's gonna think it's amazing. It takes patience. And this is only advice to myself. If I had started this all sooner, this basement room was not cleaned out. I didn't have time. I had other projects, you know. So I'm doing the best I can. But my only advice out there is have as much time, have as much space. There's something I would have ordered online actually, but you know, the shipping's an extra $12 and that only promises it to me within 5 business days. And we are out of business days here. So let's get sewing is all I'm saying. If I go twinkle, they always twinkle. Like I can't have a version where they're just on and a version where they twinkle. This stool is annoying. First world problems, hashtag. Okay, so let's see here. I mean, on one hand, then it's twinkling. That could be really beautiful. I don't have enough for 4 lights per. In the best way. I'm very affected by what my best friend said once when we went to dinner and I was wearing my blipless, my light up earrings. We were in a dark restaurant in San Fran. I hadn't seen her forever. She was like after work. She was like, Tenaya, like I've been looking at a computer screen all day and there's like all this like blinking in my face. Can you turn them off? And it like was such an aha moment. Like I wasn't offended. She's my best friend, very helpful. And just since then though, I'm like, this is why I'm not putting any bloodless in this dress also, by the way. It's just like the blinking is what distracts the eye. Like if you look at the wedding dress and you're like, oh, it's just on. How nice. Those are some lights that are on. But when there's a blink, your eye just keeps like, you know, like, did I just see something turn on? And so, and that wouldn't be bad for like parts of this wedding. It's just, yeah, to do all this work and then they're mostly off and then blinking when they feel like it. Okay. This is gonna be so hard. People are like, oh, I'll help you sew. I'm like, it is insane. So the thing is, I have these battery holders that are cream, but I have to solder a washer to them or a contact, whatever. And then these are purple, but they have a switch. It does help a little to put this little white thing on.
You need to keep your emotions in check and not fly off the handle when things don't go your way.
I have to finish this.
Final rose of the ceremony and assumed that meant she was in last place. And when Jordan makes an assumption, it makes an ass out of Jordan and Jordan.
My mind is blown right now. I've never, ever made it.
Okay, I have so many more of these to do.
But my eyes are wide open. I still have to deal with this house. And there's so much more to me than these guys think. I'm someone that you can't put a label on. I'm much like a sponge. You can squeeze me and get everything out of me, but you'll never know unless you try.
It's true. The modeling agency specifically signed Jordan to their sponge division.
Oh my God.
These measurements are 39.29 dry and 42.32 wet. The squeeze
Just so many steps.
might entail of awesome finding love, which transcends space, time, and costs at least $300 in stock.
Jermaine and I met in high school, and the very first time we saw each other, our eyes locked. And then 10 years after high school, I just feel this presence, this waterfall of gold diamond water came over me. And I look up, and it's Jermaine. Hi, Daddy.
What do you do?
And he came over with like organic blueberries, and we spent 18 hours listening to music. And then we went to the beach. It was a full moon, and we saw a white fox in the middle of the beach at 3 in the morning. Like everything was an omen.
What a great story. The mere words cannot do justice.
Some of this applique needs to be sewn first before I can even do the lights. It's like, just for anybody doing this ever, there are going to be 50 things that you don't think you'll have to do or take the time to do. And you do.
You're a regular view of RuPaul's Drag Race, or if you're
Woo!
a drag queen yourself, all of you? Okay, great. Next, a glimpse into the farthest reaches of television. Past the furthest
I have to get this done.
or farthest boundaries of sanity and quality. I know!
Gotta sew. Gotta finish this. Wedding dress.
Run free! You can have all the perspectives. That's what we need. All of the perspectives at once. From above, from below, inside, out, the sides. All the perspectives at
All right,
once.
so I'm still working on these individual coin cells
What a
with
hero. Thank
lights.
you. Tell me, any of those
And,
perspectives are women's?
This is one of the rare ones where I get to attach it with regular thread and then just have two conductor threads. Because some of these other ones, I'd have 4 conductor threads or more for complicated floral arrangements.
Separate the man from the art. That's what I keep hearing. You got to learn to separate the man from the art. You see, I don't even
wish you were here,
believe
Grandma.
that women are better than men. I believe women are just as corruptible by power as men, because you know what, fellas? You don't have a monopoly on the human condition, you
I really
arrogant
wish you were
fucks. But the story is, as you have told it, power belongs to you. And if you can't handle criticism, take a joke,
You would make this
or
so much
deal
better.
with your own
You're way better at detail and beauty. I wish I had like one of your tattings that matched the dress. Well, I'm gonna keep working. It's coming together. It just takes a long time. Good thing I have everything else in the wedding planned, but yeah. Also, I am doing it myself. And if either of my grandmas were here, then it would be a lot better. I mean, they were much better sewers and knitters and crocheters, and I'm just doing this thing with lights. But like with their skill and the lights. But I'm gonna try to do them proud. To represent an old skill. But it would be so much easier. They were just here. So I know, yeah, metaphorically in the sky, they're here. I just didn't learn enough when I had the chance. But I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm trying to place the battery packs upright, but luckily with these it doesn't matter. So if I have to adjust it, I do. I do. Yeah, baby? Oh, thank you. Dinner time. Okay.
What do you think? A hype man for a log flick?
Still going.
Somebody gets all jigged up for a log flick. I'm about to go to sleep now. That's what they believe. I've had a long day today. I've had so many jobs that I needed to do today. But every single job that I needed to do today, and now I'm pretty sure there's no more jobs for me to do. Yeah? No more jobs. I'm in bed next to the person I trust most of this entire planet. The last thing I'm expecting is an ambush of any sort. Yeah? No more jobs. Some of you do it, don't you? You get in bed, you turn off the light, and then you shout, no more jobs, and you go to sleep.
No more
That's
jobs.
what a lot of you will do. Some of you don't even refer to it as sleep. You just refer to it as no more jobs. That's what you call it. You have no more jobs, then you wake up in the morning, and it's jobs again, and then no more jobs, and then jobs. Isn't that just your whole life? People often ask me, James, who was your favourite member of the jury?
When I finish this, I'll be halfway done
With those
this
words,
part.
the goose did tunnel away,
So I'm gonna need a second day just for this. And
zigzagging
then
across the desert
4
dunes.
days for the other soldering. Oh my god.
But the words of the goose stuck in the sloth's mind. With each passing day, the sloth got lazier and slower. It was as slow and as lazy as all the sloths in the sloth kingdom.
I can't even describe it, but
You
like,
did as you were told, because you're a kid.
I'm always in shadows still.
I'm an adult now. I eat Christine Knowles whenever I like it. There's a lot going on there.
Someday I
Spice and
got to
fire.
sew
Best of luck.
where I can
With
see.
your custard pie. Not on you.
Halfway
Not
done.
you.
Woo!
The devil. Woo. Let's not forget he's a certified monster.
Halfway done with the big skirt part.
my books.
Woo! But honestly, if I have time, I'm gonna rip out some white lights from this old t-shirt sample that I made that isn't
they were saying that the
as
murder
viable
was really
anymore,
bad.
and I'll add those.
Play devil's advocate all you want, doesn't help you any. Still didn't know what way I was going to vote. By the way, I'm sitting there in the dentist's waiting room, there's a poster on the wall of a cartoon tooth. And the tooth had a face, and the tooth was smiling, and the tooth had teeth. That's something like a horror film, there were kids in there. On a scale of 1
The
to 10,
tooth
1
had
to 10. Do the tooth's teeth have teeth too? Do the tooth's teeth have teeth too?